farmers, and welcome back to Kinlaig Farming Simulator 25. Hopefully everyone's having a good Friday so far. It's been about a week, I think, since I've been on the map, and I just spent the last 5 minutes trying to catch myself back up so I know what we can start with today. We are in the month of April. I'm in negative $5,000, so I can't hire any workers or anything right now, so we could sell some stuff. I think the sawmill's got some products we can sell. The stonemason's got products we can sell. But I think, because I was just up at the grass field, we're going to cut some grass. We're going to come on down and give the sheep some grass and put the rest into the fermenting silo. And probably make some hay out of it. Sam is over here. He hasn't been fed in about a week, so we'll feed Sam and make him kind of happy. Is the big M over here? It is. Alright, let's fire this bad boy up. Let me turn on my steering wheel, because that usually helps. Hello, Miles and Bob. Hope you guys have been well. Hope you're having a good Friday so far. Alright, steering wheel helps. Forage wagon. Where is my forage? Oh, I see it. It's in the cow barn. The question is, what is in the forage wagon? Is it full? Is it empty? I have no idea. It's got TMR in it. Hopefully this will take it. Good, it does. Hello, Noah and Lizzie. Hope you guys are having a good Friday so far. Thanks for stopping on in. Forage wagon. Yeah, we'll just drop off right here is fine. And the T8 will park right here. Pops in, says hello. Got to get back to work. All right, Noah, try to have a good day at work on a Friday. Oh, good, we can snap to that, which is good. Plenty of silage additive. This will be a quick job, mowing this grass field. Let's wiggle around through here. So yeah, we are not far also from finishing off the windmill that we're building. I think we're at step 14 or 15 out of 19, so we shall see how far we get today. I'm not doing too bad for a Friday. Still a little tired, but, you know, the holidays can do that to you. What are the dumpsters for at the quarry? Well, I've only been there about once or twice, really, to top off the water tank. The quarry... Wait, the quarry is actually here. That should be for selling stones. Now I remember. Being a quarry, if you want to go sell your, you know, field stones that you take out of the field, that's where you can go probably go sell some stones. Alrighty, let's go ahead and pick up this grass. Also, we got to plant our soybeans down by the gas station, so we'll probably be doing that next. Then we'll go sell some stuff, take care of our factories, make sure the animals are good. Oh, I probably did not activate. I don't remember if I did or did not. But the Colossus pack. The Colossus pack will allow us to harvest the onions with a bigger harvester. I don't know if I'll get to August this month, or, wow, this episode or not. Wow, it's a stream. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a wonderful stream if I start off like that. We'll see if we get to August this stream. If we do and I don't have the Colossus pack, we'll have to back out and get that mod in so I can lease that equipment to harvest the onions with. Hopefully I can harvest onions this year. Seems like I'm hit and miss with my onions. I keep forgetting about August. So if I remember, we should get about 150,000 liters of grass off this field. Oh, I didn't check on the sawmill status. I saw pallets down there, just to see if I had stuff to sell. I don't know if I need to put some trees in there or not. But if we do, we got our wheel loader down there and probably about 20 trees that are still ready to be cut. Sawmill's what's helped paying off the loan that I took out at the start of the series. Oh, I did return the JCB Fast Track, the world fastest tractor. I leased that when I was showcasing, I don't want to say showcasing, but announcing the year 2 pass for FS25. I leased that tractor just to have some fun with it. I did return it because I really don't see any use for it on the farm other than from going from point A to point B. But you know, since we can teleport, that seems to be faster than the tractor itself. Yeah, we're almost at 90,000 liters, so it's looking good. I noticed no wool at the sheep pen, so I'm assuming I sold the wool last time to get some money on in, because yeah, we're at negative 5,000. Also, the Kenzie planter that we purchased has been updated, and yes, we bought the correct planter for planting onions. So next year, we won't have to lease anything. We can just use a planter that we got for onions. There's something wrong with the stream. You can only see the upper left-hand corner. Oh, yeah, because I had to zoom. Different game. I did not check. Hey, wait, let me fix that. There we go. Kind of forgot that was set up for Wild Roots. It's kind of funny, even though the game is in the same resolution and all that, OBS sees it a little bit different. That should be all taken care of. Alright, let's get back to work. Thanks for letting me know about that, Bob, because that would have been, I wasn't even paying attention over there. I was trying to get things set up for the stream, and I let the stream start up, and I got too busy checking the map to see if everything was going. Hello, John and Wayne. Welcome. And yep, had a pretty good day with the family yesterday. Got up really early yesterday, and me and my father went out hunting a little bit in the morning. Got back in time to have a meal with the family and spent a couple of hours just goofing around in the afternoon. Then got back home yesterday, did a little bit. I did play a little bit of Wild Roots last night. The devs made an update to the game, and I tried a few things and gave them some more feedback. Also sent them my save file so they can test a couple things on the save file. So yeah, we'll be diving back into Wild Roots. Going to give them some time to take care of some bug fixes and whatnot for a couple days. And besides, I did want to kind of get back into FS a little bit. It's been a week. I know some of you have been wanting to see what's going to be going on here. And I thought I had an announcement for Farm Sim 25 today, and I went to double check if I could mention it today, but I don't see that post anymore. So I don't know if that post was not supposed to go out yesterday for us or not. But maybe if you have seen some announcements today, then that's probably what I'm referring to. But I don't want to say anything because I don't know if I'm allowed to. And I tried to get some information on it, and I could not find it. All right, 156,000 liters. We'll take it. Let's go feed the sheep and put the rest in the fermenting silo. How are my frame rate doing today? Well, I am at the farm, but we're doing about just a little over 60. But the closer I get to the farm, it gets below that. Seems like it's doing good. And are we in? Oh, there we are. Sam's going to come over and inspect the grass going in for the sheep. That JCB, that's our tractor. That's not the world's fastest tractor. All right, let's go ahead and turn on to make some hay out of that. I think I got enough TMR. I think we made some. TMR, oh yeah, 456,000 liters. So let's go ahead and make some hay. Activate. Drop that off, and our mower, actually for contracts, deadwood fertilizing, nah, nothing there of interest. Oh, we're in April. What have I got there? Was that sunflower or canola oil do I got there? If I got sunflower oil, I need to sell that. Did Project Motor Racing have nitrogen in their cars? I don't think so. Do not think so. I have no idea where my semi-truck is, so... there's our planter. Where am I at? Oh, okay, we're at the warehouse? Oh, yeah, so was that canola or sunflower oil that I have? Canola oil. Do I got sunflower oil? No, I got very little. So, canola oil we're going to keep. So let's go to the sawmill. We'll grab what we can and sell that stuff. Oh, it's right. Drive on the left-hand side. ATS next Thursday. If that is December 4th, I think it is. Is that December 4th next Thursday? Yeah, so I think sometime I have what is today actually? Today is the 28th. Yes, December 4th next Thursday will be ATS because Louisiana should be out. have a problem with your bale set 220, but I can't get my square baler to wrap square bales. Well, the only square baler I know, square wrapper that will do that is the, where are we here? Wrappers. Should be the Coon. This can do 220 centimeter. You can't get your square baler to wrap square bales. I don't think there is a baler that a square baler that wraps. If you're trying to find a baler that will bale and wrap, you're going to have to find a modded one, and I don't know if there is any on that. To wrap the square bale, as far as I know, you need a separate wrapper. Unless that's what you're referring to. But if that Coon wrapper isn't doing it, then something weird's going on. You've been playing Nordic Horizons? Yeah, that came out yesterday? Or just recently, at least. And also on Project Motor Racing, I have not even, since I streamed it last Friday, I haven't even had a chance to even get back into that game. If you want a really good opinion on that game, I would go to someone that probably does mostly racing and see what they have to say about it. Hello, Crystal. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Friday so far. Do I have... I think I got weeds somewhere. I think I just saw some weeds. Weeds. I got weeds here. So I gotta take care of the weeds there. I gotta take care of the weeds here. Those two fields are all set. This one has no weeds. Alright, I gotta spray some weeds. So all this is going to be sold. The windmill, I should double check, but I did check before the stream. But the way my mind's working today, we'll double check. Yeah, so we got wood beams up here. And they're being used, so... And I need the cash. Nope, prefab walls. You go over here, please. Hello, Jill. Welcome. Oh yeah, we're not going to be able to load these up. Well, I probably could, but... and this will be everything that has spawned. Okay. Unload and reload. Wood chips into the silo. Alright, let's go to the stonemason and we'll grab all that stuff and sell it too. Welcome, Sirwell. Hope you're having a good Friday. Get to this little village here. Okay, let me unload and restack after dropping off the wood chips. And everything goes down to the rail yard. I'm sure I got more than that. There we go. Why do I feel like this stuff is? That can be strapped in? No, it's not. For once, the autoloader loaded up too far towards the back. Man, how it bounces off the wall when you back into something. Oop, she's a little heavy. So we'll take our time getting on down to the store with this massive load. What do we got here? We got 4,000 liters of wood beams, 7,000 liters of planks long, 16,000 liters of castle rock, 17,000 of roof shingles, and then 10,000 of planks to top it off. Oop. Shouldn't be trying to pass cars when I got this much of a load on the trailer. If the trailers are rocking. Gotta go a little bit slower on that on the corners. So financially, we pretty much got everything that we need on the farm, I think, other than a upgraded onion harvester would be nice. But I think for the time being, we can go ahead and just lease it for a day, probably be better, and we can start maybe paying off some of the loan. Did I plant cotton though? I think I may have planted cotton this year, right? If I did, we'll have to lease a cotton harvester as well. I remember talking about planting cotton. I just don't know if I went through with it. So I know I kind of want to work towards that achievement of selling so many cotton bales in one go. I think we got to sell 20 or 40. I can't remember what it is. Alright, so this is going to be like, what, $70,000 maybe? Is it going to be that much? Maybe not. I don't think the stone's worth as much. Okay, like 95,000. That's good. That's good. Not going to put anything towards a loan just because it's $50,000 a month in loan payments already. Let's jump into the weed sprayer. That's close enough. Did I plant cotton? I think I did. Yes, I did. I planted cotton here. So we got wheat, right? Is that wheat or barley? No, it's got to be barley. We got barley to make flour. We got canola to make oil. We got cotton here. Oh, we got cotton down here as well. And we're going to have our soybeans over here. That should have plenty of herbicide. So we'll spray for weeds in the first field, then we'll probably go plant the soybeans, and then we'll go take care of the other field of weeds. Mix up the jobs a little bit. And away we go. There, farm's looking a whole lot better with $90,000 in the bank account. I do love this self-propelled See and Spot weed sprayer. Working speed is very good, and it's not that expensive for a self-propelled sprayer. We'll probably will get into harvesting today, but I don't think we'll get as far as the onions in August, because we'll have the barley and the canola to do before that. Oh yeah, one thing I was going to do, I just remembered it now, with our planter, because our planter will go at a ridiculous fast speed if I want to. I was going to edit the XML file so it only goes a certain speed. But I guess I could try just to put the cruise control on so it's not planting at 30 miles an hour. Although I think when I was planting the cotton here, I don't think I could get above 16 because, yeah, the tractor just didn't have enough juice under the hood to do so. So sometime in October, or it might be November. I may have planted this in the second month. Yeah, I think I planted this in March. I didn't plant it in February, so this won't be ready until November. Alright, should be all the weeds killed off here. Let's just double check. A lot of brown, no green. Let's bring this down to the other cotton field. Oh yeah, I did not check on the sawmill to see how much wood has gone into it. Also should see if I got room to plant some more trees, which I probably do. I also have not had a really good look at the mod hub in the past week. I know they've been dropping mods, but I really haven't had a chance to check them on out. We'll get this field in just a moment. Let me just double check sawmill. Oh, I'm right on it. Oh, we got 110,000 liters of wood. Alright, that's good. So I have to put wood into it today. At least not this month. Let's see on our oak trees. Do I have room? I can run it as fast as a car. And not just any car, a sports car. Let's see here. Looks like I got these all planted. Don't really have any room to plant any more throughout here. How are these doing up here on this hill? Alright, they're getting there slowly. And then we got the ones over here, and they are regrowing. So it looks like the only trees I got currently are right in this general area. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I counted 16 quickly. 16 should be good enough until the other trees grow, I think. Alright, so down to the Massey Ferguson. Liquid fertilizer is good, soybeans good. Liquid fertilizer is going to be very good because, well, it's soybeans, so it does not require fertilizer. And again, the soybean is for making all the lovely fish food. But this planter now, let me just double check. Let me turn this off. Should be able to plant onions with it now. Sugar beet, cotton. Let's see, you gotta scroll through everything. Carrots, parsnip, peas, spinach, green beans, potatoes. Onions. Yep, onions. There they are. So, yep, we can plant onions with it. So, maybe next year, now instead of having the 4-meter wide planter for onions, we can plant a lot of onions and really get our vegetable factory up and going. And as of right now, the Colossus harvester is what I'll probably be using for harvesting onions. I think that's the only mod that I'm aware of that can do onions, I think. Not 100% sure on that, but that's what I think. going downhill. Planting at 30 miles an hour. Again, that would be really nice playing on a really huge map with fields that are ridiculous size. Being able to plant 30 miles an hour and get the jobs done at a decent time rate. But here, our fields are not that big. So yeah, since I haven't streamed FS in about a week, in case you have not noticed, we did upload a couple of episodes of Shamburgo this week. Making some nice progress on that farm now as well. Making Uncle Walter happier as he can be. I have not heard anything about the Ropa harvester, if that's in testing or anything about it. Do I? Because I don't know. I don't think I actually activated the Ropa, not the Ropa, but the Colossus one on this particular save yet. Not seeing it anywhere. Should have been in any of those categories. It wasn't. Not a big deal. Like I said, if I get to August, this stream, we're just going to log out. I got the mod downloaded, just didn't activate it. I had a lot of fun earlier this week, in case you missed those streams, playing a game that will be coming out, well, in the near future. Wild Roots, Chef versus Critters. Ran into some issues on Wednesday, but the developers, like I said, been having a little bit of a chat with them on Discord. And I played a little bit last night. They have fixed some issues, but still got a couple more issues. We'll get back in that game after they put out a couple more, or until they get some of the bugs fixed out of it. Because we were just getting into the whole cooking aspect of the game. And we were getting ready to go down into the mine as well. Does feel good to be back here on Kinlaig after taking about a week off. A little bit of a break and playing some other games is good for you now and then. At least it's good for me anyways. Yes, I was able to get out of the food caravan last night. But what I was testing for them last night was the critters. Yeah, the critters are not dying at all. So I sent them my save file, and they're going to look at, because they've been unable to duplicate the critters not being able to die. So I sent them my save file, and they're going to look into it to see what's causing that issue. It's kind of hard to fix a problem when you can't duplicate it yourself. So hopefully my save file will show them something, whatever they need to know. And who knows, maybe with all the updates they were putting out and seeing some of the things I was showing them, maybe with all the updates, you know, it could be something that I may have to start a new save file or something. But cross that bridge when we get there. See what they come up with the next couple of days or so. We're gonna be here on Kinlaig for a couple of days in a row. I should be streaming this tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream should be Kinlaig as well. And for those who've been watching the game, I think they said the price of that game is going to be about $19.99 US dollars. And for how deep that game goes, I feel like it's a pretty good price. I know I've been playing Wild Roots quite a bit because I was just starting to think, oh good, rain, I don't have to water my crops. This is Farm Sim, we don't have to water our crops. At least not yet. Because someone did mention, do I still have that picture there? If I do this, is that still... nope, that's the wrong one. That's not that one. We don't want Project Motor Racing today. Does that button work? No, it doesn't. So, yeah, with the Season 2 pass, someone was thinking... on the same lines like I was, I think the first DLC is called like the crop that follows or something. And I was kind of hoping that might be crop rotation. And then the other one was something like, I forgot what the wording was. But they may have mentioned that it could be something to do with like a sprinkler systems for watering crops. How do you sell metal from the iron furnace? Not sure exactly. You are talking Farming Simulator 25, right? I mean, there should be sell points for metal. Alright, so where am I going to park this? Well, I could park this right in front of the onion harvester. Or that's the machine that picks up the onions, because I will not actually be needing that this year. So we can park this right in here. Don't need to park it that close to the wall, do you? No, we don't. Let's go park the Massey Ferguson away. Let me just double check on contracts. See if anything came up. But since we're in the middle of planting season, weeding. Oh, with the weeder. Okay. Isn't that another version of Pumps and Hoses Pack? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Again, if you're trying to figure out what the second DLC is, we're all just speculating, so Pump and Hoses Pack is probably not going to be a, well, it might be another DLC. Let's go ahead and park. Actually, let's bring this over here. I may need some TMR for the cattle. I haven't checked on the animals yet, but we did feed the sheep. I don't know if the cattle need some more feed or not. Well, there is no sprinkler system yet. That's what someone was speculating that it was. There have been sprinkler system mods in the past, but I think it was just a visual thing. It didn't really work. And there was a mod that came out about 3 or 4 months after FS25 came out, where you needed to water your fields. But I remember what Farmer G was talking about it, that mod needed some more work, and I haven't seen that mod get updated. It may have been updated and I missed it. I don't know how well that mod is working or not. Alright, so cotton field, let's kill off these weeds here. And then I think, after just checking on the cows, I think that might get us all done for the month. Probably shouldn't be spraying herbicide during the rain, but it seems to work. I do think we got our loan down below 7 mil. Actually, I probably should activate that Colossus mod, just because if it were to come up for sale, it'll give it time for it to come up for sale, and maybe we can afford it and do it that way. And I think that Colossus is actually, considering what it does, is rather cheap. Which I would not mind getting one on discount if I can. And there's a spot here that needs to be done. And I think that will do it. Yep, looks good to me. I think I may have missed a tiny spot somewhere, but I'm not going to go looking for it too much. All right, let's get this back to the farm. The soybean field that we planted just a few seconds ago, that's not going to get weeds because we plowed that field. We need to get more of a choice for constructibles. Well, I'm on the wrong side of the road, too. Constructibles are going to be... that's a lot of work to put in to get those into a farming simulator type game when they need to be focused on farming stuff itself. Because you gotta do 3D models of all of the stages of the build. Plus you're gonna need time to figure out the time frame it takes to build. It's gotta be tested. And again, we got to remember, this is a farming game, not really a construction simulator game. I mean, it's, a lot of people have fun, including myself, to do constructible projects. But at the same time, it's not the main focus of the game. It's got to be farming. And there's a lot of farming stuff that still has not been implemented into the game, like, you know, making sure your field's moisture content is good. Crop rotation, as we're just talked about as well. We don't have any pesticide problems. We don't have insect problems. All that kind of stuff. And I'm going to the wrong shed. Yes, the cows. They need to check on the cows. The cows probably could use some TMR, so... Fill up with about 30,000 liters. That will top them off and also refill it when we go to May here in just a second. Do you need... Oh, you need straw. Well, straw's not that big of a deal. Straw just allows them to create manure. And I'm really not doing anything with the manure yet anyways. Yep, our onions are looking... well, they're looking good. If I can just remember to harvest them this time, this would be great. Yeah, let me go ahead and we'll save... Not once, but we'll save twice. And then we'll just jump back to the main menu for a second, activate the Colossus pack. Because that way, you know, if it does come up for sale, great. If it doesn't, at least the mod will be active and will be good to go when the onions are ready. Is it not called the Colossus pack? Oh, Lizard Colossus pack. There we go. You remember when you could buy stuff at the store and have it delivered or spawned at your farm? Can't remember what map series that was on. I don't think I've done that, but that is a mod. And that mod is available in FS25. I forgot what it's called. But I don't think I've ever used that mod. That was available in 22 as well. So yeah, if you buy something at the store, it'll just spawn at your farmyard. Or at the spot that you pick. So now if I go into here, go on down to, is under beet harvesters. Whoops. Make sure, yep, does onions. So yeah, base price, we're talking 353,000, which is not too bad. I wouldn't do anything outrageous on this. Capacity of 45,000 liters, that's fine. Horsepower would be fine. I may change the wheel setup. Also may change maybe like the exhaust. Actually, I don't even know where the exhaust is on this thing. And maybe the colors. That's about it. But at least it's there. Now there's a chance it could show up in the sale item page. Alright, so I think I'm going to go up to the windmill because I think I was getting kind of close to being done with the next step. Yeah, so I just want to see. I don't want to sleep through the night. We're going to go to the next step, see what it might need. Oh, planks along. Well, I got planks along in there already. How about that? Watch the count go on down. I got 2,000 liters of roof shingles in here. Hopefully it needs some, actually, because, well, if it doesn't, I'm not going to worry too much about it. But that'd be like a couple grand worth of roof shingles I put in there. Then, of course, the 4,000 liters of fabric. It better not do the whole trickery thing where I get left with 1 liter left and I'll have to go bring some fabric. And if you're thinking, well, you are growing cotton, why not make fabric? I don't really want to do that in the series because the cotton, I need to sell it, not use it. Takes a long time to go through those 1,000 liters of planks. And we are just about there. Next step is going to be what? Because I don't have any more wood products. It needs 2 liters of planks long. Well, of course it does. Alright, 2 liters of planks long. By this time, the sawmill should have produced another set of planks long, I would hope. Let me remove this over to here. Would be, oh, planks long right there. Like any farmer would, just pick up a whole pallet of planks. Now watch, I'm going to bring this up here. Now it's going to need wood beams, probably. Nope, planks long. Well, guess what? I know it's gonna need another full pallet. The exhaust is on the left-hand side behind the cab. Actually, I should be getting enough money from selling fish. Well, a decent amount of money from selling fish. So we'll have to see. Maybe that will... No, because I think I'll be only like halfway there. We'll see what happens. Wood beams. All right, planks long. I'm not gonna... Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna put these in just yet. Maybe the game will help me out and they'll ignore... I think what they should do is, if construction comes to a halt and it only requires like 5 liters or less, it should just automatically finish. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll just go to bed. I will check the sale page though. Yep, nothing there that we need. Nothing there that we need at all. Recheck the sale page and nope, nothing we need. Alright, let's get back up to the windmill. Alright, still going through those planks. I think we're going to finish the windmill today. I mean, we're at 16 and 19. And pretty soon we're going to be on 17 and 19. Nope, it wants. It needs that 2 liters. Okay, so now it's using the fabric. I really thought the fabric was going to be the last step. Oh, well. Alright, so we need to get to the JCB. Not that JCB. This other JCB over here. The 2135. And we need to fertilize our grass field. Take just a moment to do this. As for our fields, I think all of our fields are going to be fine. So maybe we'll check on a couple of contracts, and we'll see if there's any like really good paying ones out there. If not, then we might just get right on to the month of June. The fish we will sell in July, I think it is. Oh, I probably need to get some more fish food down to the fish production. Oh, I also didn't see if I should be selling any of the Highland cattle. Really do like this map. To me, it's well laid out. Kind of fits my game style. I still like Riverbend Springs more. And I actually think I still like Goldcrest Valley more, but the reason why I'm saying I liked it more when it came out. If I were to compare Goldcrest Valley to this map now, obviously this map, compared to Goldcrest Valley, this map does offer more to do and it looks better. But I'm trying to rank my maps as to when they came out and how I felt about it. So I will still put Riverbend Springs first, then Goldcrest Valley, then Kinlaig. And I'm just talking about maps that Giants have made, not overall maps. All right, so that should be good there. Before I bring this back, what do we got here? A couple fertilizing contracts, nothing insane. Hoeing contracts, a spraying contract for 8,000. We can do that. That's not going to take me too long to do that. And then that's going to be it for that. All right, so we'll go spray some weeds. So kind of the good thing that when the windmill does finally get built, because I don't get paid for bringing that stuff up there, then we can take the extra material down. Where am I going? I need this machine right here. I can take that material down to the rail yard and sell it there. And that way we're making a decent profit off of things. Oh yeah, cows. Just want to see if I got any cows ready to sell. I want to say no. Nope, not for a little while. So these cows will be at a peak price in month 36 or 30. Might be actually next month or the month after. But we want them to reproduce before I sell them again. So, yeah, so we got like 4 more months before we sell any more cattle. So should be doing that field right in front of us. So I got to open up my fence. And then, yep, that fence is open, so that's the field we are working in. Don't think those tram lines are going to help me because I'm a little bit wider than that. And plus I do have narrow tires on this anyway, so would not destroy the crop. So in a way, once the windmill is built, of course, if you have missed it, we finished off the castle a while ago. And then once the windmill's built, that'll be it for constructibles on this map. Oh, I didn't bring the fish food down to the fish production. Need to do that. But yeah, that'll be pretty much everything that's kind of unique to this map. But this has changed from FS22 and kind of new to FS25 at least. When it comes to doing spraying contracts in NPC fields with precision farming, in FS22, it did seem like the NPC fields just got weeds everywhere, like 100%, like you weren't using precision farming. And seeing spot spray did not matter because there was weeds everywhere. But now in 25, as we can see, we got sporadic weeds like we do in our fields. So we're not using a whole bunch of herbicides. So doing herbicide spraying contracts with precision farming is actually a pretty good profit. I'm going to be using very little herbicide. I'm going to get paid $8 grand for doing this job. And this is like a 34-meter wide working width on this thing. Alright, 88% done. Hope they don't have, like I did last time I did a weeding contract in this field. I had a hard time trying to find the last couple spots I missed. %, 97. Can we get to 98 before the end of this row? Probably not. Okay. Hopefully the last 3% is in this general area. Hey, there we go. Alright, close the gate. Gate's closed. Let's collect on that contract. Since it's on this page, we'll just quickly look. It's only been a minute or two, so yeah, nothing new there. $8,018. Lovely. Gonna leave my gate open. We'll grab the semi down at the warehouse. We'll go to the fish food production and get that on down to the young fish food. Young fish production. Man, I keep trying to park this stuff in that shed and that stuff in that shed and this shed. Okay, semi is down here. Into the village we shall go. Hopefully we got a good amount of fish food down there. Going to cut the corner here. Wait for traffic, because I can't make that corner otherwise. It's on its second row, so that's good enough, I think, for me. Make me... I would hate coming down here and just have like 3 pallets. I don't think I upped the production of this. I definitely cannot make fish food fast enough in the base game to supply both productions and keep them going that well. Put that light pole there. You're going to stop at that light, so I'm going to go around you. So again, we stopped transporting the young fish out to the offshore fishing facility because I got that in distribute. And, I mean, the boat is fun and all, but using the crane, not so much for me. And again, I really haven't done all the financial stuff on the fish production, but on hard economy, it does not seem like it's worth it unless you're doing it just to have fun with it. And I don't think it's something I'll be doing on another map anytime soon. I think I'll just leave the semi-truck parked down by the warehouse. Not sure I know what the wind turbine is going to need for the next step. I want to say, I thought somewhere I saw something about cement bags for that. And I don't think I brought cement bags up to the windmill yet. Or was that like one of the first things I did? I don't remember. So I was going to park this down here. That way if I do need something, we're good to go. Alright, so I fertilized the grass field. All of our fields should be fine. So we're going to come on down to here. And you can see the fabric being put on. Hello, Smitty. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Friday. Appreciate you stopping on in for some farming today. So 17 and 19 is what we're on. And we're using up the fabric. And I don't want to sleep through the rest of the month as of yet because I want to see if it's going to need what it might need. Just checking the sale page while we're waiting because hours are going by. Yeah, actually, I don't think it's going to get finished. Probably just going to, might as well just sleep through the night at this rate since we're not even halfway through the fabric yet. And that was like 12 hours worth in game time. So... yeah, we can sleep through the night. Not going to mess up too much time there. Yeah, nothing going on there. Yeah, let's go ahead and just skip through the night. And... yeah, we should be good. Sleep through the night. Do I still play SnowRunner? I was playing SnowRunner up until Roadcraft came out. Then we were very heavy into Roadcraft. And I have not gotten back into it yet. Just so many other games I have interest in getting involved with. Just I haven't had the time to do that yet. Alright, let's go see what the windmill's up to. 1,000 liters of cement bags. But at least you use all the fabric. So I need cement bags. Well. Now I gotta buy... oh, I can't buy cement bags because guess what? I don't have the cash. Okay. So... I guess I'm going to go to the sawmill. Ooh, we'll grab prefab walls and sell those. I just don't want to sell everything at the sawmill because I can't remember... I can't remember if that means 18 and 19 steps are complete and we're on the last one, or we're on step 18 of 19. So I don't know if there's another step after this. So I don't want to sell all my material from the sawmill and then need something for the last step. So we'll go grab prefab walls and sell those. That'll give me enough money to buy the cement bags. I also could use some fuel, it looks like, but since the money is tight, have to wait for another day. Cow barn's not accepting straw bales, only loose straw. Did that same cow barn before take loose straw? Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, we got 5 prefab walls waiting to spawn, so See if we can get those out. So yeah, don't use the auto-loading system for this other than super strength. Just because the way I put them on is better in my opinion. I can stack more on here. We got 5 in storage and it didn't spawn any. All wood chips. You're playing on Sultan River National Park, Washington. I can't remember if I did that map or not. Hey, prefab walls, finally. Well, if your cow barns will only take loose straw, you better get a bale shredder or a TMR mixer. Ooh, camera angle. All right, 10,000 liters. This should be $50,000 worth of material here. Washington is the latest map in SnowRunner. Then nope, I have not done it. I would say the last time I played SnowRunner was probably like late April, early May, because I think Roadcraft came out like mid-May. And yeah, as far as I also know, speaking of Roadcraft in a ways, I don't think there's been an update on that game in a while, and I'm still got those jobs that I can't, they either don't show up, or I got the one that's bugged and can't reset or do anything with. I didn't even check to see if our crop's ready. I don't think so. I think, wait, no, I did plant barley, so maybe the barley field is ready. But the forecast is showing clouds, but it's raining right now. So I can't really harvest if I wanted to. Alrighty, so 54, 55, pretty close to 56,000. Alright, let's get that one pallet of cement bags. Now if I can find it. Here we go. And again, I'm building the windmill just to build it. I'm not going to use it. We got our own windmill. There we go. They finally turned off the rain. Past the double decker, just to pull off the road anyways to get some diesel. Timberworks pack is coming out on December 2nd for Roadcraft. Ugh. Of all things, timber. Again, though, I'm pretty much stuck in Roadcraft because there's no jobs. All the jobs that I could do are done. I forgot the name of the map. But the first map on the DLC, I got 2 side missions that still don't show up. And on the second DLC map, I got a lot of jobs I can't get to because it's locked by a job that I can't do an infrastructure route on. Now, some people have said if you restart and do the maps over again after the updates, it'll go through. I don't have that time to go ahead and do that, so that Roadcraft is going to be put on hold until either I start over or something. I don't know. Is our barley field ready for harvest? And the answer is yes, it is. So I need that trailer there. I need the semi-truck. So we'll let the windmill do its thing with 1,000 liters of cement bags. And we are going to go harvest our barley, which goes into our own windmill to be made into flour to make fish food. Actually, you know what? Probably quicker to go this way. I wasn't going to turn and go that way, but this is a much straighter road. As long as you don't run into a car. Contamination and washout. Seems about right. I think I refueled the combine up after harvesting that field by the fuel station, so the combine should be full of fuel. Alright, so this trailer here, I need to park it on a steep incline so I can get my truck back underneath it. We'll leave the engine running. Let's get the combine going over there so I can make space. Just gotta wiggle around here. Try not to destroy too much crop. Usually what I do is I park the header about here. Lovely. Fold up, please. What did I harvest last? Alright, well, we want to put it into a swath. There we go. You think SnowRunner is better than Roadcraft? Well, I mean, every game, everyone's going to have their own opinion on it. It all depends on what you're looking for in a game. Roadcraft needs to be tweaked a little bit more. Will be interesting to see when they do come out, when Saber Interactive comes out next year with their trucking game. Obviously, we'll be checking that out as well. A lot of good games are supposed to be coming out in 2026, so I do want to get into more story-based games. Yeah, I do believe SnowRunner is harder than Roadcraft. It's not. Roadcraft is a little bit more forgiving than SnowRunner. But some people may see SnowRunner as too challenging to get from point A to point B. They may not like it as much because they got to, keep starting over or whatever. But that's the one thing I like about SnowRunner. When you complete a job, at least for me anyways, I really feel like I accomplished something. Because it wasn't easy to get it done. Alright, now we can get the semi down in there a little bit. Again, you can remove these hedges if you want to, but I feel like it takes away from the map when I do so. So I try to only remove the ones I think we should remove. Could try Siberia. That's a story-based game. Don't think I've heard of that one. Expeditions, a Mud Runner game. I did not play that one because I talked to a couple people that did play SnowRunner and did Expeditions, and they said it wasn't as good. But again, it all comes down to what you're looking for in a game or whatever. Problem I kind of have is I got too many games I want to play, but I don't have the time. Honestly, I really love Wild Roots the beginning of the week. But yeah, I need those guys to work on it a little bit more. Wild Roots is such a deep game to get involved in, and try to learn exactly how to defend your crops is pretty fun in my opinion. Just been remastered. Are you talking about what game are you talking about that's been remastered? And again, also when I play SnowRunner, I don't use any mods either. I know there's probably some really good mods out there, but I'm also, I think with SnowRunner when it comes to mods, I'm kind of afraid of getting like a vehicle that's too overpowered, like I do in Farm Sim. I do use some equipment in Farm Sim that's overpowered, but it makes the game more enjoyable to get things done. Let me just, because I'll forget the way my brain's been working this past week. Let me go to Steam for a second, and There's a lot of Siberia. A lot of Siberia. I'll just click on the remaster of it. I'll just leave it there, at least on Steam. That way, when my brain clicks on it later on, I'm like, what's that doing there? At least I'll have a look at it. Especially when it comes to wintertime, doing story-based games, that's when I like playing them. For some reason, I don't know why. You don't like Wild Roots? That's fine. I mean, every game's not going to be for everyone. I mean, we've had it happen a couple times where I play games where a developer will come in and help us on through. But now, in a way, I'm helping out them a little bit while they're helping me play the game as we go along. I find problems, they fix problems. I got questions, they got answers. But I'll have a look at that Siberia game later on. I do need to... let's see. I know tonight I would like to record an ATS video for Sunday because I didn't get one out last week. And basically get my truck set up for next Thursday for when the Louisiana comes out. So yeah, next Thursday we should be streaming ATS. Kind of mark that in the schedule. Don't know what time it's supposed to drop, but it usually drops. Usually when my starting time is anywhere around there. I think Missouri, when that dropped, it dropped like an hour after my stream usually starts. So, but that's next week. Today we're streaming Farm Sim. Tomorrow we're streaming Farm Sim. I don't know if I'll stream Sunday yet or not. I have to see how I'm doing. See how I'm doing mentally on sleep and such. So again, all this barley goes to our mill to make flour. The flour then goes to the fish food production. And of course, the fish food then, helps us create fish. Speaking of, how much money are we going to have in fish this year? It's usually like $150,000. Hopefully it's going to be the same. So trout, I got $121,000 worth of trout and $155,000 worth of salmon. I'm liking that. So I think when I sell the fish, I'll have enough money to buy. I could probably just buy the Colossus harvester outright. I may not have enough money to buy the header for the onions, but it'll be a start. And it'll make harvesting the onions so much better. I mean, I have used the Highland equipment for the onions for the first 5 years. But we can definitely do bigger onion fields now with the planter and then with the Colossus harvester. We can make more onions, which means more onion rings or fried onions or whatever it is they call them. But I did see with that, I don't know anything about the Siberia storyline, so that'll be kind of like a interesting, I'll have a look at it. It looks like the whole bundle, because being a Black Friday weekend on Steam, I think the whole bundle of all the storylines said it was like only 40 bucks. So I don't know how many storylines there are to it, but it'll be kind of interesting. Again, I'll have a look at it afterwards, and maybe we'll get involved with it a little bit more. Yeah, another story-based line game we'll be doing in 2026. Sounds weird now saying in 2026 because it is just around the corner. So November is just about over with, so yeah, December. But next year, A Plague Tale: Innocence, the third part, comes out next year. And I have done part one. Well, I say part one, the first two stories in it. I did not stream it. I did recordings of it. But I think what we're probably going to be doing next year is when the third part comes out, I'll probably stream the first and second storyline. So if you haven't seen it, you get to see what the third part is. And if you have seen it, maybe refresh your memory on it. Oops. So also in 2026, do I dare say Farmers Dynasty 2 in 2026? We got the, I forgot the name of the trucking game that Saber Interactive is going to be coming out with in 2026. The header for the veggies only costs $33,000. Well, I mean, between the harvester and the header, let's just say it's probably going to be, we'll just say 400,000. Should be underneath that, but let's just say 400,000. I'm going to have like 300,000. Why do you keep popping in the truck, dude? I'm next to the combine. Thank you. I mean, I think I'll have enough to buy both, but we'll see. And of course, there's always games that come along that I didn't even know about that get thrown in my lap and have a blast with, like Wild Roots. I realize didn't seem that popular when I was streaming it earlier on this week. I mean, we did alright for the amount of viewers. I realize most people are here to see Farm Sim. Farm Sim is about the streams that we get the most people in. But even those numbers are slowly declining as Farm Sim 25 gets older and older. People are moving on to other type of games. I know there's a survival game that's supposed to be coming out in 2026, but I forgot. I can't recall. It's probably on my wish list or something. Oh yeah, and I haven't got back. We did a stream Noble Legacy about a week and a half ago. And I need to continue that a little bit more. Like I said, too many games to play, which is a great problem to have. You have played that game? I assume you're talking about Siberia. But unload the combine another time. ATS is supposed to be coming to console. Well, yeah, I mean, but I already have access to it, so it's not like I can look forward to ATS coming to console, because that doesn't affect me too much. Well, it probably will affect the channel, but my gameplay won't affect. But when it does get released on console, we'll probably get more viewers wanting to check out the game. Just like recently, I couldn't understand if you were around long enough on the channel, if you remember the game Force of Nature, and also Force of Nature 2, I started getting views on those videos and I couldn't figure out why, but I guess they released it on a console or maybe Nintendo Switch or something, and people were asking questions and I couldn't remember a darn thing about Force. I remember the concept of Force of Nature 2 and such. But I could not remember. They were like, "How do you do this? How do you do that?" I'm like, I have no idea, because I don't remember. That was years ago. I heard a few people say that ATS and ETS2 to console is going to happen in April. I haven't seen anything of a rough date on it, but a few people have thrown that date out. The only thing that concerns me just a bit with story-based games is, again, a lot of, the viewership tends to go down on those type of games. I mean, when I did Eric's Home, we did pretty good on Eric's Home. Mafia: The Old Country, the first couple of streams we did were okay, but after that, they didn't do that well. But, I had fun playing the games anyway, so... and the people that were here enjoyed it. So for the straw here, I don't have a baler. We just got the forage wagon. So we'll pick it up in the forage wagon. But right now, that is in the cow barn. It's got TMR in it, as far as I know. And I gotta wait for that to be empty because I had no place to put the TMR. So I can't unload it. Almost got all of our barley. What are we doing here? 47,000 liters, so this should put me pretty close to 60,000. So also, when this windmill gets built, not only I'm going to see if I could. Well, no, I'm not. I don't want. I can't sell the land yet because I got trees on it. I got to remove. But hopefully, I can sell that lot of land back, and if I can, that'll be a good amount of money that I could put towards a loan, or maybe even buy a. I don't know if I want to buy a cotton harvester. I think just leasing it once a year would be good enough. Probably have a look on the mod hub and see what's out there. Again, I want to lean towards a John Deere cotton harvester only because the bales are smaller in the capacity of liters. And I want a lot of bales to begin with because of getting the achievement of selling, I think it's 40 bales that we got to sell in one go. So the case would make 20,000 liters and the John Deere makes 10. So obviously John Deere would double the amount of bales over the case. Get us to 40 bales quicker. And I'm guessing off of those 2 fields per year that I got going, I'll get like 3 or 4. Maybe more than that. I hope more than that. So that means I would almost have to harvest cotton for 10 straight years. I better get more than 3 or 4 bales. Well, we'll find out later on. Whenever we get to November, we'll see how many cotton bales we get. Alrighty, barley harvest complete. Is my forage wagon, if I can find it. No, it's still got 12,000 liters into it. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Because I logged out and logged back in. Didn't reactivate that. Alright, so now it's empty. I mean, I hope the cows were not out of food. They shouldn't have been, though. They should be fine. Should have been. Right? Right? Health is down by 2%. Okay, so they just ran out recently because their health was starting to drop. But we're all good. They're fine. When I logged out and logged back in to activate the Colossus pack, I kind of forgot that this was not turned on. The cows are going through a lot more feed because we're getting more and more cattle. Even though we're selling cattle, we're getting more. Because for every 10 cattle I sell, they have produced 20. Alright, my combine and semi-truck are running, so we're going to leave this here just for a moment. I'm going to bring this over by the canola field, because that's going to be next. Let's see, pH value looks like it needs to be done. Did say good in a couple of spots, but a lot of spots it said okay or bad. Let's get the barley into the wind turbine. Start making some flour. Ended up with 63,500 liters of barley. Okay, we'll activate windmill. That's barley. Activate. Okay, let's get back into our T8050. Let's get this straw off the ground. Yep, the cement is already up at the windmill, and the windmill is churning through it. So the windmill, I think we're going to get the windmill done this stream, I do believe. Already up to 60,000 liters. I gotta sell... I think we sold some straw last winter. We got more than enough of it. So once we get this straw picked up, I think we are pretty much done with June. Well, the one thing I should be doing is looking at contracts, right? Because we're back in the harvest season, so maybe someone wants a field plowed or something. Fertilizing, harvesting. No. Nothing of interest. There's a horde of critters incoming. Someday I would expect Farm Sim 25 to have insects and pesticides and all that kind of stuff. Just noticed you could complete it 12 months as an unsalted member. Yeah, when you, I think it was last week your membership renewed. And I congratulated you on reaching the 1 year. Hard to believe that I've had that going for a year already. Just seems like yesterday I got the memberships going. Yeah, very much appreciated that you've stuck throughout the past season, the past year here on the channel. You survived year 2025 somehow. Getting a lot of straw. One thing I don't need to do is I don't need to soil sample this field because it's giving me readings, so I know this field's good for another year. We approach 140,000 liters of straw. Could have had this as a worker following behind the combine. But we don't do much of this type of job, so it's fun to do yourself once in a while. I don't have much of other work to do this month. I think I'll speed up time to about times... yeah, I'll put it at times 10 for now. If the time is going too fast here, then I'll slow it down later on. But that'll allow the windmill to get through those cement bags. Just going to be curious if I'm going to be able to allow to sell that property, because The windmill will be our production building. I don't know if I can sell it because it's a constructible. It's not a placeable, it's a constructible. And I did spend about, I think that property was $470,000. And really the property ain't worth doing anything on except for planting a couple of trees here or there, which I did. Imagine if I was making the standardized bales out of this field. I'd have probably 30 bales in this field. That seems like I would have. So just a little over 210,000 liters of straw is what we got. All right, this field is ready for replanting. Oh no, sorry, I gotta put some lime down in this field. Hello, Scarly. Welcome. Hope you're having a great Friday and had a nice Thanksgiving yourself. I did have a pretty good Thanksgiving. Thank you for asking. I think any Thanksgiving you can walk away from and not wanting to kill a family member is a good day. So, went rather well. All right, ladies, here you go. Some nice bedding for you. Give me some more manure that I'm not doing anything with, basically. Let's see, do I need this? Yes, I'm going to need to cut grass in July, so... But the cows do need some TMR. I think they must have gone through all their meadow grass as well. Yes, they did. So again, 30,000 liters, that's the size of the feed trough. Yes, they got 10,000 liters in their trough now, but by the time we get to next month, they'll have gone through this completely, I would assume. Almost forgot where I was going. And don't worry about the manure heap. It may look like that's like half full. We need to do something about it. It's not even close to half full. Not even close. Because if we go into the manure page here, yeah, we're approaching 300,000 liters of manure, but that pit actually holds 4 million. So you can see, yeah, we're like 5% full. All right, we'll leave that there. All right, so the ladies have been taken care of. The sheep should be good. We'll double check on the sheep. They should be good until we cut the grass again. Yeah, they're fine. Productions. Fish food. They're getting a little bit low on canola oil, but we got plenty. They still haven't gone through the soybeans, and now we are making more flour. Offshore is doing offshore things. The quarry is fine. The sawmill, oops. Sawmill needs some wood. Then that leaves that. And they went through all that fish food already. Fish food. Let's visit. Probably just 3 pallets or so. Yeah, we'll leave that there. That's fine. But the sawmill. Let's grab the wheel loader and cut down some trees and get that in here. So the way the trees are growing, I'm going to have to grab this one here. And at this point, as for the trees that are growing, I can't remember at this point what set of trees I planted when, so we'll just hope that when I get through these set of trees here, that the other ones have grown. I think they were fine. I think we'll be good. Remove the stump. Yeah, we'll cut this one down while we got the chainsaw out. $20,000 liters apiece, I'll get me up to 60. So that's enough to get through to the month of July. That got hung up a little bit now, didn't it? Just don't cut the tree, though. Make sure it's the stump. All right. Can I grab this one in here? I think the way this tree landed, the way the limbs are. Hopefully no cars are coming. It's great when I got room with the limbs and grab in the middle. All right, tree number 1. Now this here could be a little tricky, so hopefully we can just knock it on down. Or they're just going to get stuck in each other. I think I freed it up. Can't tell. Oh, we got it, I guess. Not sure how we got it, but we're moving forward. And why not? We'll grab a third one for the charm of it. So I think we counted earlier I had 16 trees. So this means this will get us down to 13. Lucky number 13. Alright, remove that stump. So this will get us up to 80,000. I think the mill's going through 40,000 a month. Let's see, we were in April and I had 120, so let's see, April, May, June. Yeah, 3 months. Yeah, 40,000 seems about right that it's going through. Alright, sawmill's good to go. Let's run up the hill and see what this windmill's up to. I mean, it has been 4 in-game hours, but I don't think it's going to go through the cement bags that quick. I still see the construction thing around it, so... oh, wow, it's not even halfway through it yet. I'll check the sale page. Okay, nothing there. Oh, while we're here, contracts, while we watch this go through. No, nothing really worth my time, I don't think. So I can't remember when it says progress. I can't remember if that's 18 out of 19 are done, so we're on step 19. Or if that means we are on step 18 out of 19. I want to say that means we have completed 18. We're about to find out. I just get the feeling that maybe I will have one more step after this and just say, more cement bags, please. Don't be 1 liter shy, because that will just make me rage a little bit. Nope, the windmill is done. It is complete. Are we allowed to go in there? Well, at least we're allowed to go in here. But we can't go... Is there any way to go up? Oh, wait, there's another... Yeah, you kind of forgot about the stairs there. Oh, and this is where the trigger is. Okay, cool. So, looks like it's going to be your standard, just grain mill, if you will. So, wheat, sorghum, rice, long grain rice, oats, and barley is what can go in here to make, of course, either flour or rice flour. And... Can we go up the ladder? Come on, dude. You can do it. So you put a ladder there. Is it going to make it difficult for us to go up? Third person is not going to look good in here, is it? Oh, yeah. I'm still wearing my crown, too, for completing the castle. Come on, dude. Alright, this is going to be difficult. Third person's not helping me at all. Let's see if I can go in flight mode in here. And then we'll try to get up. Can I go up through here? It won't let me up through this little tiny hole. Well, we can kind of peek up here at least. And we can't go up any higher as it is. But, alright. Am I going to get stuck on there? No, okay, so we're fine. Is there another stepping ladder or anything? No, there is not. And they did change the rotation of the mill. It's now facing over this way. So when we were building it, it was kind of facing this way, but now it's facing down towards the BGA. But now both construction projects are done on Kinlaig for me, windmill and castle. Actually, we should be able to see the castle up there on the hill, which we can. So no more bringing stuff down to here. Now, I do have these trees. These trees are planted here on the property. I think what I'm going to do is, just in case it messes things up, I'm going to save just to be sure. Can we sell this property? Visit, sell. So it looks like I can sell it. I'm going to hang on to it just for a little bit more, just to be sure. Because I got to get these trees off. I have the lumberjack mod, so technically I can cut trees anywhere on the map. I don't need to own the land or whatnot, but I'm going to do it the proper way before I sell the property. I'm going to cut my own trees, and once those are cut, maybe I'll sell this, and we can get $500,000 back, because I just bought it just to build the windmill. But the windmill is complete. There is one of our cotton fields. How is our soybean field looking? Well, it's looking like it's doing just fine. It's like it's doing just fine. And then, of course, we come up over here. That's our canola field right there. That is our barley field that we just harvested. And, of course, we get another cotton field over here as well. Oh, and our onion field. I better not forget about my onion field for a third time. All right. Time has gone by in the shop. There is a bigger flex header, and it's a big one. 19.2 meter, but I think our combine's doing fine what it's doing. Right now, I'm just looking for either the Colossus to be for sale or maybe even the John Deere cotton harvester. But even with the John Deere cotton harvester, if that's half off, that is still rather expensive. Yeah, the windmill does look good. I kind of think I would have liked if we used the roof shingles as the outside look on the windmill. But they didn't go that route. So I'm down to negative 5,000. Hooray. And nothing there in the sale page that we need. So, yep, the canola looks like it's ready for harvest. Good, good, good. Let's see what the price is of the trout, $24.66, and the salmon of $38.97. So, let me put the time scale down. I'm going to do that first. The salmon wants to go to the warehouse. The trout wants to go to the seaside restaurant. Well, of course they want to go to different ones, because why wouldn't they? So seaside. How much are the trout going for at the warehouse? What's the price difference? 23.68. Okay, so it's like $100 difference. And seaside is definitely better. And the salmon is about $100 difference. I think I will separate those out. Meaning, we'll load them up from the boat. We'll get them on our semi low loader. And then I'll drive somewhere. We'll unload. Well, if I go to the warehouse, I'll have plenty of room. We'll unload and then just pick up the pallets I need for the warehouse and then bring the other ones to seaside. But this is going to take a little while to get all these fish loaded on up. Alright, so down to the docks. So no more constructions. Everything's done. Everything just gets sold. I got people coming through. I don't ever really sell anything in town here, do I? Everything is pretty much going elsewhere. And I think when I go out to the docks, I want to go out this way. Yep, that's where the boat is parked anyways. I forgot how to raise and lower that. Yep, alright, there we go. Raise that up. Let people know that there's a hazard going on here. Do we have beacon lights? We can't put any lights on the ship. I'm pretty sure we got working lights. But as for like a flashing light, I guess we don't have any. Alright, let's go get our fish. Hello, Paper Planes. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Friday and things are going well with the Wild Roots situation. Have I been in cab? I say in cab, but in the captain's chair at all? This is what the inside of the boat looks like anyways. It is, and it is. Alright, so we're going to bring our boat right up and just hug the platform here. What's my frame rate like out? Oh, look at the frame rate go up when I'm out away from everything. Frame rate's over 100 frames per second. I turn that off until I get the room that we need. So yeah, just gotta be careful. These don't want to drop them into the water. But last I looked, this should bring us in over 300 grand. I think I need to, yeah, we need to start the engine for this. All right, lower that down. Ooh, why is that not lowering down more? Because, oh, because it spawned more pallets in. That'd be why. We got that many fish this year. Don't think I had this many fish the first 2 years. Do we got any more that are going to spawn? Okay. Well, we got a lot of fish. Wait, is that... That must have been from last year. I missed it. Alright, this is going to take a moment or two. Because we got a lot of fish in stock. And the problem is, I can't put down the platform because the fish keep spawning in that area. So we'll just keep on reaching over. Luckily, super strength allows me to reach pretty far. We'll leave the motor running because I only use it once a year. And the engine can use a workout. Not that it really matters in the game, but... Uh-oh. Okay, I felt... Why am I falling through the boat? No, my... What just happened with all my fish? What the heck is going on? No! Now my boat is like sinking? What's happening here? I'm going to get away from the boat for a second. Not sure what's going on there. What the heck is going on, man? Something weird is going on with the hand. The hand's on the screen even though I'm not doing anything. And super strength is turned. I turned super strength off, but it's still showing my hand. Oh boy. Alright, we'll save the game. And we'll quit the menu. I think this happened last summer too when I say last summer, in game, when I was loading the boat. Well, it's not, technically I would say I didn't glitch out. It was only on the boat. When I got into the tractor and got out, I didn't fall through the map. I was falling through the boat. So it's not the character, because the character didn't glitch through the tractor, it's glitching through the boat. But now the problem is a lot of those fish pallets went into the water. I'm hoping they're going to show up at the store, because they're going to fall through the map. Or I just lost them completely. That could have happened too. I don't know. Why is my boat where? Okay, now my boat is over here. There are no fish on the boat. Any chance? I don't see... Oh, wait a minute. Nope, our fish are showing up here. So they glitched through the map, but at least they reset at the store. So if I come... Well, you know what? If you want to kind of cheat the system in a way, what you could do is just throw all your fish off into the water if you don't want to use the boat at all. And then they'll all spawn at the store afterwards. So there's that. Now let's turn it around. Let's try this again. Yeah, it's like, I wouldn't say it was my character. I think it has something to do with the boat. Because even when I was in the water, you could see like the front left of the boat was kind of like sinking into the water. I wonder if it'll do it again if I park up here, but we got to get these fish unloaded. My character is moving slightly on its own. Is the boat moving on its own, or is my character moving? Let me go in flight mode. I think the boat's moving. Yeah, that's what I just said about a few seconds ago. I could probably just take all these pallets and throw them off into the water. But in Farm Sim, that's not always a given. When something falls off the map, it'll show back up at the store. It's not a given for that. I mean, Giants wants us to use the crane, but man, that crane is a pain in the butt to use personally. Now, there is a chance that somehow, instead of grabbing a crate, I may have grabbed a boat with super strength and I started flipping the boat around myself. But, yeah, even after I teleported, I should not have had the boat. This is what I'm saying. I mean, this is a great kind of a thing that they brought to the game on this map. The profit is... the profit's going to look good when we sell these. But the amount of money I put into to get this whole system up and going, it'll take years to get my money back on it. Alright, so this time I'm going to strap them in just in case the boat starts doing some weird stuff again. And we are drifting a little bit away from the docks. That should be kind of squared, but I need to get more pallets out of the way before I lower that down. Right, that should get lowered now. I think I got the room. And let's hope that the boat does not do anything weird. Lift it up high enough over the crane. Then, of course, when I get back to the docks, I got to unload them, get it on the dock, and then the truck can take care of the rest. I better grab that one before it falls in. So at least it did appear like most of the crates that went to the water and probably fell to the map did show up at the store. If I lost one or two, then I lost one or two. Guess that was not strapped in. Again, yes, I could also put these on direct sell, but playing on hard economy, I would lose 30% of the sale. Which, at $300,000 plus 30%, that's a good chunk of change. And probably remove any profit I was earning. Let me go strap these in. Is that strapped in? No, it's not strapped in. Yeah, it's in the zone. It'll get strapped in again. But again, I did make a video of, or a YouTube short, this offshore fish production at least on this map, if you don't want to use the boat at all, you could actually build that. Actually, I'm not going to have the money to do it, but I can show you, I think. Let's see, that's going to be here, here. You could actually build it. I think in the video, you can almost build it like right about up to here. And then what you could do is just do a little bit of landscaping. So basically, you could drive a truck right up to the bay, the loading dock, and not have to use a boat at all. But unless Giants have fixed it, but roughly like right about here, you would be able to build it. Of course, it's going to say I don't have enough money because, well, I don't have any money. We will shortly, though. Hello, Levy. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Friday so far. And it's kind of going on the boat. Just had a little bit of a mishap with it, but I think it's overall it'll work out just fine. We don't have a complete disaster on hand, but we had a little bit of a Titanic situation going on. So yeah, I should say, yeah, we're all set. We're all set. That's everything. That is everything right now. Let me, before I do anything else, strap a couple times just to make sure. On yours, you don't get super strength, so you have to use the crane. That's gotta take forever. If I had to use a crane and I'm moving this many pallets, I would definitely put it on direct sell and not even bother with it. Just realized I said Levy, but it probably is pronounced Levi. Bringing in the fish. Just give the dock a little bit of a kiss. Lower that down. Okay, we unstrapped and the crates didn't go flying everywhere, so that's a start. Levy. All right. So I pronounced it both ways wrong. Uh-oh. I fell in the water. Can I grab that in time, or is it going to go through the map? Ah, that went through the map. Well, hopefully that shows up at the store. And again, this is a spot where we're supposed to use the crane to unload it, which is this system right here. But definitely not the way I want to use it. Let's just jump into here and quickly load up what we can. Just clear out the zone a little bit. Another thing I could do is to make this even easier, or try to make it easier, is to go into the XML file and change the amount. Is it 2,000 liters per? Yeah, I could change the amount of liters that go into a pallet of fish, so we don't have as many pallets. So I mean, I could like double it to like from 2,000 to 4,000. Just got to edit the XML file in the folder. And we'll cut down the amount of pallets. Glad I only got to do this like once a year. Kind of wish I did know about that trick, as I was showing earlier, just a minute ago, about being able to put the offshore thing, well, right on shore, but I mean, I guess it's kind of my job a little bit to kind of showcase what the way it's intended to be used. So if I did put it on shore, I wouldn't need the boat, and people would be saying, I want to see the boat and how it works. As far as I know, I think this is the only map that the offshore production works on. I haven't heard anyone say that they can get it to work on a modded map yet. Bring the boat closer to the... There's no room there. You got all those dinghies and boats there. Oh, it might be able to over here, but I still don't think the universal autoloader trigger area is not... I mean, I would have to get the trailer like really close, and then at best, I mean, it may grab like, if it were there, it might grab like these three here, and that's about it. So... I mean, you see me use the autoloader at the sawmill, and it doesn't pick up the entire trigger area when I park there. It's only like a few meters on the trigger zone. But I would recommend, yeah, if you don't want to use the boat, put it where I was just showing recently, the offshore production. And you can definitely then just drive the truck and trailer or whatever form you want to transport your pallets with right up to the loading dock of the offshore fishing. You don't have to worry about it. I mean, really, this isn't taking too long using super strength, but if you don't have super strength, then that is probably a better option for you. As I said, this will probably be the only time I do the boat and offshore fishing, unless I want to really get involved into some role playing a little bit more. But I mean, if I was using the crane, I'd probably have about 10 or 11 pallets loaded on the boat. So I mean, it is gonna be a nice payday getting this in because I've already spent the money on all the fishing stuff. So I mean, getting money back on it is gonna be nice here in just a second. Alright, what I got? Like half a dozen more? 4 more? Then we gotta go to the store and pick up those at the store. Those are the ones that fell through the map. And the last one. So let's see, it's 62,000 liters. So that means I got 31 pallets on the truck. And yeah, those don't strap in on the front. Alright, off to the store to pick up the ones that fell on through. And then I gotta unload them again. And then I gotta see which ones need to go to the warehouse. I will just auto load those up. Luckily you can drive through pedestrians. Why don't you expand if you get the money and do one offshore, one onshore? Because the profit is really not that great. And 2, we're not making enough fish really to even keep the offshore production going 24/7. Oh crap, I don't want to go here. I want to go down to the store. Need to turn around. Yeah, we're not making enough young fish to keep the offshore production going 24/7. So to make a second production, it's just not going to be worth it. And it looks like the one I dropped did spawn at the store because it's over there nice and neatly. Actually, let me go ahead and unload those. Okay, I gotta see which ones need to go to the warehouse. It's the salmon then. The salmon's the one going to the warehouse. So let's put the autoloader on and pick up salmon only. These need to go to the warehouse. I'm guessing those two front pallets are probably not strapped in, so keep my eye on those. Yeah, they're not strapped in because they're bouncing around everywhere. Well, as long as they stay on the truck. Alright, so this is going to be over 150,000. Should be anyways. Let's see, 177 and change. Now the other ones are going to Seaside something or other. Have no idea where that sell point is, but we'll mark it on the map and we'll deliver them. Could have sold all of them at the same sell point, but the price difference was enough to make it worthwhile to do this. Alright, let's see. Seaside Restaurant, tag place. Alright, so right then left. You can sell production buildings. You just, you lose, it sells for half the price that you paid for it. Roughly. Yeah, I know I'm driving on the wrong side of the road turning there, but I'm at the point of, right now, I don't care. I own the town. Hello, David. Welcome. Hope you've been well. And you're having a nice Friday so far. Don't run into the wall. So, yep, we're up to almost 350,000. All right, I need to head back down to town because I need to get the fish food and get that over to the young fish. See, I probably have the money to show you now. So if I go to construction, go to here. And if I do that. So you can see I can build this right up to here. So right here in Kinlaig, if you want to place it here, the offshore fishing, you don't even need a boat. That would work just fine. No, you can sell production buildings. You just... I mean, I've sold many of them before, Bob. How have you missed that? So yeah, if I go into... You gotta go into... Whoop, wrong page. You gotta go into construction mode. And for instance, if I did want to sell this... You just click on the building right there. It says sell. And I would get $84,831 for it. I think I paid $225,000 for that size of production. But since I've had it for almost 4 years, the value now is down to $84,000. Is Highlands Fishing expansion a DLC? Yes. It's in the Season 1 pass, or you can buy it separately. If you buy just the Highland DLC, you get this map, and you get the fishing, and you get a couple of JCB tractors, you get the onions as a crop to harvest. So now we're bringing the fish food over to the young fish food, young fish production. And also on this map, you got 2 construction projects you can do. One is building a castle, and you do get paid for bringing the material up to the castle to be built. The other one is building a windmill, but you do not get paid to bring material to the windmill because when the windmill is complete, you get it as a production building. Which I did not check. I wonder if I can sell the windmill and keep the land. Because I don't care about the windmill. I wonder if I actually can sell the windmill separate. You can't use the offshore production on the Riverbend map, unfortunately. You gotta have a big body of water. As far as I know, the offshore production, this is the only map it currently works on. Can I sell the windmill up here? That's the wrong button. Construction. Nope, the windmill has no value and doesn't give you an option to sell it. But I mean, I mean, it's a production building, but it's also a constructible. So I think it's kind of like locked on the map, in a sense. When am I going back to wearing the cowboy hat? I do wear the cowboy hat on Shamburgo. Yeah, you'll be able to plant onions on any map if you buy the Highland DLC. Again, the Highland DLC is you can either buy it separate or in the Season 1 pass. You can also fish. Uh-oh. This is not going to be good. Oh, tires are going everywhere. Thanks for freeing me up, though. Appreciate it. Knew that was going to happen at some point on this map. What was I saying now? I have no idea what I was talking about. Oh yeah, you can also fish on any map as well with a fishing pole. And you can put a small lake on, I say a small, I think they call it a lake. I would just call it a little body of water where you can raise trout. I gotta park this up here in the steep incline so that we can get back underneath my low loader later on. That should be good. How about that? My truck got hit by a train and not a scratch on it. Alright, so the canola harvest would be next. So we'll park this over here. Yeah, so like on Riverbend Springs to fish, you would need the young fish breeding. So you need to build a fish food production to make fish food. You can buy fish food, and I guess I've been told Farmer Cop did a test on it, and it's actually cheaper to buy the fish food than to make it. So, I mean, however you want to do it. You bring the fish food to this production right here, which is young fish breeding, which will make salmon and trout. And then, like on Riverbend Springs, you could put down a fish pond. I need a flat area that kind of shows it off better, but I don't know if I got a flat enough area. Oh, the grass field's got to be flat, right? Well, kind of. But you can kind of see the idea. You put down a fish pond, and then you can get trout out of there only. So that's what you have there. But on this map here, I mean, I don't want to say it's much of a spoiler anymore because we've been here for a while. This is what the castle looks like when it's built. But before you build it, like that building is not even, is like, it's got like little parts of stone here and there. But you got to build a castle up here. You do get paid for bringing material up here. There'll be a sell point, like right about here. And today we just finished building this windmill over here. And once it's done being built, you can use it as a grain mill. And yeah, we just completed this today. Make sure I got my doors shut there. So yeah, we got a canola field that needs to be harvested. We got a lot, always got work to do. Lime needs to go down in this field here. I'm pretty sure this field is going to need some lime as well. Are the cows staying in the cow pasture today? I also don't see any floating cows currently. You're in Alma, Missouri, and there isn't a place you can buy fish food. Does not have a warehouse there. Alma, Missouri doesn't have a warehouse because you can buy fish food there. Well, that's the only place you can buy stuff on maps is at a warehouse, right? Oh, yeah, also with the Highland DLC, you get the Highland cattle as well. They're beef cattle. Right? That's right. When you get old enough, we're going to sell you off to be beef cattle. They seem thrilled about it. And this is what the onions look like a month before harvest. And we don't quite have the money for it, but we are getting there now, because, I mean, that helped us out quite a bit. I can sell stuff at the sawmill, but we're going to be getting ourselves this right here, which we are still short on buying. But I'm pretty sure I got enough money in stone and prefab walls and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we got tons of cash sitting around at the sawmill. So, but I think we're going to hold that off until next time, which will be tomorrow. Be right back here tomorrow on Kinlaig to do some more farming. And we got to get that canola harvested. Oh, there is rain in the forecast. It's a short rain shower, and there is a tornado scheduled for the evening. So we got that. Beef cattle, I'm not sure. I haven't done the math on it, but beef cattle don't seem to be worth it. Dairy cattle are the way to go. A full-grown, profitable cow goes for $3,500. Whereas if you do dairy cattle, the amount of milk you get and what you can do with that milk, I think dairy cattle are way worth more doing than beef cattle. Just my opinion. But again, play the game to have fun. And try some things out here or there and see how it goes. But speaking of how it goes, as I while we wrap up this episode, like I said, I'll be back here tomorrow doing some more Kinlaig stuff. And we'll get some stuff done, hopefully. Who do we got here? Okay. I guess no one really. I was trying to see if someone else was playing Farm Sim I could redirect you to, but currently no one else is playing Farm Sim, so at least that I follow. But anyways, I'm going to jump out of here. And what's today? Friday. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your Friday. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for more stuff here on Kinlaig. We'll buy ourselves, I hope, the Colossus Harvester. And we'll get some onions harvested. And yeah, we'll just keep on trucking on. But enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a good Saturday. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. But until then, have a good one.